Hi, so I'm here today with a Would You Rather book edition, and this tag was made by Ray K Books, although it looks like there was something done like a year ago, but this is different, and I will link their video below. And I first saw it on Shannon or Cozy Tea Reads video or channel, so I'll link her below too. So let's go. I think it's 10 questions. So the first one is, would you rather read only trilogies or standalones? And I'm gonna have to go with standalones because I don't include like contemporary, like Stephanie Perkins, Kate and McGarry, those kinds of things. Trilogies or series, so standalones. I also don't consider like any romance novel series a series because the story changes, so it's not a series. It's my way around that answer. Read only female authors or male authors. This is really easy for me. I predominantly read female authors. I can think of 2 male authors on my bookshelf behind me, and that's Rick Yancey, who's right there, and James Patterson, and then Scott Westerfeld. So 3 off the top of my head. So female authors, plus I read romance, which is predominantly female written, so I'd have to give that up if I picked males. Ugh. Next is shop at Barnes & Noble or Amazon. This one's pretty easy for me too. Actually, I've decided to not shop at Amazon, at least for a little while, and shop at Barnes & Noble. I am with Shannon. Barnes & Noble to me means online and in-store, so I like being able to go to Barnes & Noble if I want a book right away, and being able to use their online store if I want to save money or whatever. Plus, I don't know that much about all the nonsense going on with Amazon, so I'm not going to talk about that or like speak to it, and Barnes & Noble has its issues, but Barnes & Noble is a bookseller. Amazon is an online retailer that sells books too, so I would rather support a bookseller, even if it's still a big corporation one, than support Amazon, which is part of the reason I'm shopping from them now. All books become movies or TV shows? This one is kind of hard because lately I've been reading a lot of books that I think would make really good TV shows. Oh my gosh, you guys, Confessions of a Shopaholic as a TV show would be freaking amazing because there's so many books, and another one coming on the fall. So excited. The cover's ugly, but I'm excited. But I think I'd have to go with movies in the end. I think it'd be the better choice overall for books. Read 5 pages a day or 5 books a week. 5 pages a day, that would not happen. I basically do read 5 books a week, so it would just be my life. Be a professional reviewer or author? Author. In a second. I've always wanted to write, so that's not really a hard one. Not that I'm like actively pursuing it or anything. But author. I feel like being a professional reviewer would be harder. Like, I feel like they get a lot more crap than authors do, and people are less likely to remember reviewers are people than authors are people. Number 7, only read your top 20 favorite books over and over, or always read new books. And I'd have to say reread my top 20 favorite books. I'm a rereader in general, not as much lately just because I keep buying books and feel like I can't reread. I love rereading. Like, my favorite books, I've reread them so many times and I just love them, and if you told me like I could never read Blue-Eyed Devil by Lisa Kleypas again, I would like die a little bit in my soul. Be a librarian or a bookseller? I feel like being a bookseller would be kind of cool. I kind of think it would be fun to run a bookstore if like you could be successful and know you weren't gonna fail. But I think it's really hard. Like, I love Meg Ryan and You've Got Mail, but of course, spoiler if you haven't seen a movie that's been out for like 15 years, she has to close her store because of like a Barnes & Noble type operation coming in, so no. So I would pick librarian, because most likely you're not going to get shut down because it's government funded. And they don't shut anything down. Post office. I'm talking about you. But a librarian. I actually thought about becoming a librarian for a little while. But it's hard. You have to get like your master's in librarian science, which is really hard now. And most librarians now, and that degree is more like computer based, and I would want to be like an old school librarian, like I'm talking card catalogs, Dewey Decimal System, all that nonsense. Not all that computer stuff. And you have to get your master's, which is expensive, on top of a bachelor's, and it's very, very hard to get a job as a librarian. And if you can find a job, they pay crap. So that's why I didn't pursue it. But I think it would be fun to be a librarian and be able to just smell books all day and recommend things to people and help them find books. Okay, number 9. Only read your favorite genre or every genre except your favorite. And this is really hard, but I think it would have to be my favorite genre, which I think would have to be romance, which admittedly is kind of a cheat because romance novels are just so broad and have so much in them. You can read like action adventure romance and mystery romance and paranormal romance and historical romance, but yeah, if you told me I couldn't ever read a romance novel again, my life would be over, I think. Not really, but it'd be pretty rough. And number 10, only read physical books or ebooks. This is an easy one. Physical books, hands down. I have a Nook. I got it as a graduation present from my siblings, and I use it always. The physical books. Hiccups. I prefer to feel a book in my hand, turn the pages myself, and all that fun stuff. So, physical books. So I just ended my Would You Rather video and didn't even say goodbye. Like, what the hell? So, thank you for watching. If you want to do this tag, feel free to check out the questions, or check out the videos I mentioned earlier, or you can just answer the questions down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye!